None other than Miss Chase Jackson. Welcome to the desk. Welcome to the desk.
It's hot.
I know it is hot, man. This sun is cooking us. The sun is cooking us.
The sun is like right there.
Yeah.
How we feeling today?
I feel really good. Still tired. Still crashing a little from yesterday, but super excited to be an Olympian now.
I was just about to ask you that. Listen, obviously two-time world champion, okay, so we've done a lot. We ain't talking to somebody new, but Olympian, we now get to finally add that to the resume. How special is that for you?
Yeah, you know, I feel like I had the 2 world titles. I have my national titles, indoor medals, all that, but there's just, you know, that one last missing piece was becoming an Olympian. And I think a big part, too, is I tell people what I do, and they go, oh, so you're an Olympian, you know, and now
now you can finally say it.
Yeah. Now I got to be like, yes, I don't have to explain. Well,
like I'm a world champion.
So,
not right.
Every 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I absolutely love it. I've just been watching your career because of course I came before you, but just seeing you grow from where you started to where you are now, and you've gone through quite a bit of different changes, but I feel like there was a year where you made some major changes by leaving the U.S., number one, switching coaches, and I feel like that was a turning point for you. Do you want to talk about like that time in your life where you was really looking for what you felt like you needed to be the best that you can be?
Yeah, you know, I had to get away from Darrell.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I was bringing her down, man.
I'm so glad you brought this up. I had to get away from Darrell. I think I just had, I don't know if everyone knows this, but I was in a training group with Darrell and Jess under Ryan Whiting.
That was her favorite training partner of all time. Make sure you not leave that part out.
Okay.
Easily. Yeah, I think after I got sick and stuff after 2020, I think I just maybe wasn't like letting the negativity in Arizona kind of leave. So I went on a training camp to the UK and never came back. And they probably were like, I swear there was another girl here at one point.
Listen, right. I got to talk. You brought this up. I got to talk about this because this was really funny. I'm telling y'all, it was a random Wednesday. We're at practice. I think you were like in a little bit of a rut, so we're kind of working our way out of it. And she's getting ready to head to a couple competitions in the UK. And I'm like, hey, man, best of luck. See you when you get back. She ain't get back, y'all. But it worked out for the best.
Yeah.
It worked out for the best.
It was all like, it all just kept happening by accident. I accidentally met my coach who just happened to be in the building that day for a random reason. And then I just like kind of happened to find another meet. And then I happened to find my husband on Tinder.
Right.
It was just crazy.
Sure.
In the UK.
Yeah.
Right.
Just kept going and going. I was like, well, I guess I'll just train here now.
Well, yeah, I love how sometimes when you're not sure exactly what to do, life just kind of drops you little nuggets and drops a little trail for you to keep going to find where you needed to be. So even though it was like you happened to have by accident, it was all on purpose because now here you are today as 2-time world champion and now an Olympian. And I'm so excited to see you do your thing out there. Now, my next question is, like, for all my makeup girlies out there, have we thought of a new design to get ready for the Olympic game? Because I want to know, like, we're going to play with some different colors. Like, what's the game plan or some creativity that you're coming up with?
Yeah, you know, I never spoil, but I definitely think, you know, first Olympics, it's going to have to be something big. Like, it can't be lame, you know.
Everybody's on this desk keeping secrets, man.
Yes.
We gotta find a way to crack through on day number 10. You gotta give us something.
I mean, I understand the element of surprise, so I'll let you keep your secrets, but I want like a little big meaning like big on your face or maybe some new different products.
I'm trying to top the dragon from China, which I haven't quite been able to top, and I'm gonna top it. Like,
okay, well, listen,
I promise.
Walk us through the makeup with the selection that you had going on here today.
Oh, that's all husband.
Ooh.
All husband. So
okay.
Prefontaine last year when I threw the American record, I waited. You asked me to wait, Michelle, and I waited. But last year I had done a negative space makeup.
Okay.
And my husband just kind of said, like, why don't we go with that? And I was like, yeah, you're right. And so it was actually his idea. I kept my butterfly kind of theme I have, but yeah, so. I mean, I feel like it helped me. Look at me. Oh.
Hey, listen, I
can't.
We got this video up here, right? So I can't help but talk about this moment because you were scaring us a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You were scaring us a little bit.
You were scaring us a little bit. But I'm like, okay, you got this, but I need you to do it now, not later.
Yeah, talk to me about that throw. being in that space in the competition, obviously coming in as a heavy favorite. We talked to a lot of favorites on here. We talked about the different type of pressure that it is, knowing you're ready, knowing you should qualify, but being in a moment in the competition where it's not going as swimmingly as we thought it might be, right? Swimmingly, to be frank. All right, so talk to us about that moment as you stepped into the ring to prepare for that throw.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even, like, pretend. I was really nervous out there, and I think it just came from this place of, like, I'm leading the world right now. I've done the Diamond League circuit. I'm doing all this stuff, and, I'm in this place where I'm like, oh, like, what you're supposed to be doing in this moment, but, like, the pressure just started to kind of get to me in that first round, and I was like, oh, no, like, it's happening.
Sure.
So the first 3 rounds were just, I can't even, like, pretend they weren't, like, some of the hardest throwing I've had in years. But after I went to my husband, and I was like, I just need to chill. He's like, you just need to chill out. And I remember right before I walked into the ring on my 4th throw, I just went like, you're a 2-time world champion, act like it. Like, go out there and act like it. Like, do what you can do. And then I did it, and man, the weight that came off my shoulders.
You're like, now I can smile, now I can be Chase that everybody knows and loves on the field. My question to you is, do you like the pressure of knowing that I'm already in the #1 spot and I have to stay there? Or do you like coming up and surprising people because you've been in both positions? Which one do you like the most?
Oh, I mean, it's a lot nicer feeling when I do my first throw, win the competition throws for sure. But yeah, I think I'm trying to, like, get to that point where, like, I can answer back at some point, and so, like, I'm really happy with, like, my ability to do that yesterday. It's not like Raven and Jada didn't throw really far throws.
Right.
Like, those weren't like throws to mess around about, and I'm happy I was able to answer. So there's something about being able to answer back to people that just feels a little better than an easy go around.
Like, you didn't help my points yesterday because I was hoping for that 2012.
Man, you and me both.
The board.
We both
But
took
you
over.
had it, but it was just outside the sector. I was like, oh man. But it was great to see you compete yesterday, and congratulations once again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Listen, I know you got time is precious. Listen, she's got a lot of stuff going
time
on,
is
right?
Money, Darrell.
And listen, time is money. I love it, but I've had the pleasure of working with you, right? And it was super fun. I know how special you are. So I also know a little bit about the psyche of who is Miss Chase Jackson and how competitive you are. Now, we got another American who's thrown real far. Now, she's not necessarily from the U.S., but she's from a little bit up north.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm talking about Sarah Mitten.
I'm just kidding, yeah.
I'm talking about Sarah Mitten, the Canadian, right? I feel like people have kind of shifted you down from the favorite in some eyes, right? But I know who you are and how special you are in throwing in. Obviously, we got a lot of people throwing, but she's somebody we're going to have to deal with when we get to Paris. Talk to me about the friendly rivalry you got going on with her and how you are excited to compete when you get to Paris.
Yeah, I love Sarah. I love going back and forth with her. I think, you can never count anybody out in this game. Like, it's crazy. But I think I've really solidified myself in the last few years. I feel like I've been consistently over 20. It's like every meet now. I just feel like I'm in a better place. I've set, like, that baseline to, like, get a far throw out now soon, and but you can't count anybody out in this game. I was saying in interviews, there could be an American sweep in the U.S., like a U.S. sweep in the women's shot put and the men's shot put,
sure.
And that's not saying anything to put Sarah down, but after I saw Raven throw in, it's something else.
She looked good.
She looks great.
She does.
And Jada, for some reason, I have this feeling about Jada, like, I know they say stuff about the college kids having a long season and being too fresh and, like, not experienced in the majors, but I just have a feeling about her, and I think it's going to be hard to beat the U.S. Americans in the Olympics this year.
I just think what I love to see and how our sport has grown over the years, where we have actually in the beginning it started out no American woman would make any finals in the shot put. Then we had one, then we had two, then it kind of went back down for a little bit. Now we have this like group of women that are coming out there and just going out there and just throwing the shot put the best they can. And I can't wait till the day we see that U.S. sweep, because I think we're getting closer and closer. But the one thing about all three of you all, when you got it, you got it. When you just have it, you all know how to dig deep when it matters. You know how to compete, and all three of you all are very comfortable in who you are and and you know what you need to do to get there. So it's amazing to see how this event, particularly special to me, of course, just grown over the years. It's amazing.
Yeah, like, you just can't deny U.S. shot put, men's and women's. It's built different, and I think the women are coming up strong on the men's heels now.
I love to see it. Well, listen, you know I'm rooting for you. I am so proud of you and all the things you've done, and I'm super excited for what you're about to put forward going to Paris, because I know it's going to be a special one. We're going to let you get out of here. Miss Chase Jackson, newly crowned Olympian and Olympic trials champion, best of luck.
Thank you.